Today on the channel, we finish up the Marvel Legends Ant-Man movie wave with Kang the Conqueror and Ultron.
The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Marvel Legends unboxing and review. And today on the channel, from Marvel Legends Ant-Man movie wave, we've got Kang the Conqueror and we've got Ultron. But for all your Ultron and Kang needs and a whole lot more, make sure you're hitting up Big Bad Toy Store. Use the link in the description down below. And of course, we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And where do we start today? Do we go robots? Do we go humans? We're going to go humans over robots. We're going to go with Kang the Conqueror first, of course, from the movie, as this one is more comic related. This is movie related on this one. Of course, I have not seen the Ant-Man movie yet. I will see it when it goes to Disney Plus in a few weeks or so. Hopefully, time permitting, as you guys know how that goes. Marvel Legends up there, of course, Build-A-Figure, Cassie Lang Build-A-Figure, and we'll be unboxing that one at the very end of the week when we rank the entire wave as well. Stay tuned for that video on the channel. Got the Ant-Man and Wasp movie logo there, looking good. Big glamour shot. Of course, it is plastic-free packaging. That's the way it goes these days, as we do know. But it is coming back. The plastic will be back. Like young Jason Voorhees, it'll be back. But there it is on the side. You get the old checklist there, the Cassie Lang Build-A-Figure. And as I said, I'm a little intrigued by that one. So can't wait to put that one together later on in another video. So stay tuned for that. Little comic artwork on the side looking good. Then you get the back of the package. Is there any fuss back here? Really none. There's Cassie Lang, 2 heads here. 2 hands for Kang the Conqueror, and that's about it. Warnings, UPCs, the usual stuff. The usual suspects going on there. But let's pull Kang out of the package. There it goes, off to the side. See you later, goodbye. Spider-Man style, bam, see you later. Little cardboard prison, nothing else to see there. See you later, goodbye. Now we get the old parchment paper. Oh, the parchment paper, everybody loves it. Everybody loves it. Bam, see you later, goodbye. And we're gonna keep going, we're on a roll here. There it is, another hand, another head. See you later, goodbye. We get the 2 heads here, very interesting, gigantic heads going on. We're going to stick this to the Build-A-Figure pile. Like I said, we'll put her together. We'll rank the entire wave from my least favorite to my favorite in a separate video there. Then we do get Kang the Conqueror. The only accessories with him, just 2 hands, 2 maniacal open hands going on here. It just feels a little bit like we need a little bit more. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. I'm sure nobody would question having more. We'd all be for it, I'm sure. But there we go. Getting this out. Bam! See you later. Oh, man. More parchment paper prison behind the cape. It is cape season after all. Bam! See you later. We got to protect the cape at all costs, as we do know. But we do get Kang the Conqueror out of the package here. Very interesting looking character, but if you're familiar with Kang the Conqueror from the comic books or cartoons, whatever, I think you're going to say, okay, he might look a little different than I imagine him, but this is definitely Kang the Conqueror. Enough changes to be different, but still kind of that base of home Kang is how I feel, and maybe I'm different on that, who knows, but an interesting color combination here in the green and purple attack throughout, and then of course the beautiful Smurf blue face going on. Love that Smurf blue face. And I guess we'll start with the head here. You got the little purple helmet going on, a very glossy figure, a very high gloss figure on the plastic. We got that throughout. So he's got the big purple glossy helmet. Then you get the blue face going on, the white eyes, the white lines around it. Of course, I have not seen his transition from the Loki series into this version, so I'm sure I'll find out all about that once I do finally watch this movie, of course. But definitely looks like Kang the Conqueror. Like I said, it looks like the character from Loki and all that kind of fun stuff. Of course, got the purple kind of shoulder guards there into the cape. Of course, not a soft goods cape. It is a plastic cape. Hard goods cape. It is cape season after all. Be it a cloth cape or a plastic cape, it's still cape season. Nothing changes. But you got the green throughout there, purple piping and stuff, all fitting in the outfit, of course. Then he's got a big shawl going down into a big skirt. Oh, he gets offended, but I'm calling it a skirt. I'm not calling it a kilt here. He's got a little skirt action going on. Same color combination throughout. It's a broken record. But it is very uniform. It is a very uniform look, that is for sure. An interesting one. But let's walk through the articulation. Of course, head, back, forth, side to side. You get pretty good up and down on this one. Not too bad at all. Now the arms, this is where business gets stalled a little bit here. This almost reminds me of the X-Men Emma Frost we just unboxed a couple weeks ago on the channel, What is Time? You're very limited on the arm articulation. You're not going all the way around or anything. You're just kind of stuck in this little hole down here. You're just stuck in this little middle rotation. Not a lot of extra movement there. So, I don't know. I would have liked a way to get the arms at least all the way around. A little bit more action out of the arms would have been nice. We do get, a bicep cut in there, even though it's basically worthless. We do get double jointed pinless elbows, so at least some hits are being played here. You do get the back and forth, side to side. Of course, hands going to be removable. You get the big hula hoop, and you can hear it. Look at that. Kang's got the huge hula hoop in the middle. No ab crunch on this one, but you do get all kinds of side to side, back and forth, things like that. So an interesting midsection here. I will say it does take your eyes a little bit because there's a little cut there, and it just kind of look a little unnatural right by his belt. So you just kind of do notice that a little bit, but it is what it is, I guess. But it's just different than the old ab crunch, that's for sure. Then you do get some splits. Oh, pretty good amount of splits. He's got the splits on the side of his skirt, so you can get that up fairly well. Thigh cut, double jointed pinless knees. We got those going on right there. We do get a boot cut. Nope, no boot cut at all, but you do get ankles back forth, side to side, and that's pretty much it for Kang. Like I said, I haven't seen the movie, so I'm not sure if he has a big blaster gun or some kind of weapon he could have, even an apple that we got before. I'm not sure, but he does fit on a ringside collectible stand. Make sure you get the Mattel stand if you're looking for a stand for him, and use Kyle, the discount code, to save yourself 10%. I mean, it does look good. It just feels like it needs a little bit of something more, and I'm not sure exactly what that is. Apparently, he's got a big, heavy cape that's really holding him back, as well as he's got quite the lean back here, even on the stand. So, I don't know. We have to play around with him to get him to stand correctly, as he does not want to, as we can see right here. So, an interesting one. I don't know if it's going to set anybody's world on fire. I guess you guys tell me in the comments down below. Of course, we did have... this is from the Disney Plus Wave series, I think. This is him before he fully became Kang the Conqueror, I guess. This is him from the Loki series, so you can kind of see those differences there. And then we got this about a year ago, probably in the Marvel Legends line. This is the more comic version here. And like I said, you can kind of tell what they're going for, what they're working with when you compare these two. That is for sure. But we got a little Kang through the years. Is that what we'll call this one? Kang through the years, maybe. Who knows? But... boy, oh boy, there we go. I finally got that ankle to stay. Now we're in business. There we go. So we're going to move these guys off to the side. Going to move Kang the Conqueror off to the side, and we're going to turn our attention to one of the baddest of the bad robots. One of the worst robots of all time. Just an evil robot. We're talking about Ultron. And Ultron, no stranger to the Marvel Legends line. We've had movie Build-A-Figures, regular figures. We've had Marvel Legends comic versions. Here's another comic version. We've had Diamond Marvel Select figures. So Ultron's had some figures over the years, as we do know. But he's also an army builder in some ways. So you got that to it if you want to. But there's old Ultron there in the package. Got Marvel down low. Marvel Legends up here. Of course, part of the Build-A-Figure wave. Plastic-free packaging, as we know as well. Got that same checklist on the side. There's Cassie Lang, the rest of the group. We unboxed every single one of these on the channel, so make sure you're checking out those videos. There he is, Ultron on the side, looking only like an Ultron could look. And then on the back, we got a little glamour shot action, a few different accessories here, a couple extra hands, and a little Kirby crackle, as it's known as, I believe. And then the Build-A-Figure pieces, of course. UPC's warnings, nothing else to talk home. Nothing else to talk about, nothing else to write home about on the bottom down here. But off to the side, see you later. Spider-Man style, bam, see you later. Little parchment paper action, what do we got here? Oh, we got his hands and his crackle. His hands in his crackle. Bam. You guys remember that candy bar called Crackle? Hot garbage. Hated that thing. There used to be that Halloween pack that would have like Mr. Goodbar, Crackle, and like Hershey's in there. The Crackle was always the hottest of hot garbage. And I'll eat it. I'll eat it if I have no choice, but it doesn't really do a whole lot for me. Cardboard. See you later. Goodbye. Oh, we got to build a figure piece or two. Can I get it out? That's the question. Let's see. There we go. There we go. Bam! See you later. So we got the other arm with an extra hand for Cassie Lang. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. Subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to subscribe. It's always key. Bam! See you later. Dangerously close to 30,000 subscribers on this channel. Once we do hit 30,000, big giveaway to come, so stay tuned for that. Make sure you subscribe to this very YouTube channel. All right, let's dive into Ultron, and we'll dive in with these extra hands. So he's got a maniacal hand and a fist right out of the package. Well, we get the extra fist, we get a gripping hand, and we get another gripping hand. So choose your own Ultron hand adventure, really, at the end of the day. I always like a fist on my robots. Those robots ready to fist somebody. Like a young fist, though, be careful. It's dangerous, let me tell you. Let me tell you. You get that crackle going on here, and at least it's a different crackle from the last Ultron. Of course, we'll compare it to that one here momentarily. But looking good. It's got a nice red look to it with a little black kind of balls in there, I guess. But it does have a good effect piece. I like this. You can have it in his mouth. You can have it in his hand. Choose your own Kirby Crackle adventure right here at the channel. But now we got Ultron out of the package, and all day long, I think we're going to know this is Ultron. Definitely all one color. Very, very plain Jane in a lot of ways. You got that silver sparkle to it throughout. Very high gloss plastic that we're fairly used to. We've had this with a lot of Iron Man figures, for example, over the years. The big thing that you notice with this one, though, is the red inside the mouth, red behind the eyes, is it really does break up the monotony of all the other colors on this one. Of course, the antennas on the side of the head as well, the spikes up on the shoulders. Got the old shoulder pads that are movable as well. Articulation, arm's going to go all the way around for us. Bicep cut. Double jointed, pinless elbows, playing all the hits. Fist of Fury, back forth, side to side. Of course, hands going to be removable. Head, back forth, side to side. Get the very top up there. You get articulation at the very top. The big old hula hoop there. Plenty of movement out of that. Traditional waist as well. Plenty of movement there. Big old robot splits. Oh, man. A robot ever done such good splits? I don't know if they ever have. Thigh cut right there. Double jointed pinless knees. Very tight, but definitely double jointed. Definitely pinless. Oh, my gosh. Look at all that movement there. That's the most flexible robot of all time is what we have right here. And then you do get a boot cut and ankle articulation. So plenty of articulation for big old Ultron right here. I am here for that. That does look good. Feels good in hand. Looks good. Very smooth plastic, like I said. But at the end of the day, it is Ultron. A little bit plain Janing. A little bit plain Jane. He does got some of that swirling kind of into the plastic there, which we do see from time to time. I got a kind of a bad effect on my chest here. A little bit of bad swirling. That is not the end of the line for me. It's not the end of the world, but it does catch your eye a little bit with some of that swirling. It's kind of hard to see on camera, but you can kind of see it when you look really close. How often are you going to be staring at him on your shelf really close like this? Probably not a whole lot, I would imagine, at least. But does he fit on a ringside collectible stand? Make sure you do get the Mattel stand. And it doesn't look like he is going to fit because he does not have holes in his feet. So that is interesting, but you do got the little, I don't know, little effect pieces, not even effect pieces, but little sculpt pieces in here on the bottom of his feet. So kind of, that's nice to see, but you're not going to be able to put him on a stand if you need to. And I guess it'll be interesting to compare to his partner in crime, the last Ultron we got. All right, you want to stand? Bam, there it is. The force compels me to keep him there. We do got another version of Ultron. Similar but different, as one may say. Looks to be the exact same sculpt, I think. I'm looking it over really quick. It is the same sculpting. And it's kind of weird here because we just had this about a year ago. I don't think this is super hard to get. Correct me if I'm wrong. So it seems kind of weird you come out with another Ultron this quick. Maybe wait a year or two. Wait for some new collectors, something like that. Maybe some updates, upgrades, things. But it is exactly the same figure going on here. Now, the head is the big difference between the two. But besides that, everything is the same. Same body. Get the more smooth plastic on this one. More of a dull, flat plastic on this one. But the same thing. Silver, more of a bluish silver over here. The heads are the difference between the two. This one does have a hole in his foot. This one does not, so there is differences there. But not a ton of differences between these. But we did talk about Ultron being an army builder, so maybe that's what you want to do. You could have this as a robot to him, or vice versa. You can play it off that way. So there is some stuff you could do with that one. But not a ton of newness here. A new head, a new color, new figure. I don't know. It's up to you to vote with your wallet, as we always do say, if you need another Ultron. But if you're army building, you want a bunch of robots, here is your chance once again. So an interesting one. I don't know how high this one's going to fare in the listings when we rank the entire wave. It just doesn't feel like a lot of newness here. Just a couple of changes. And that's it. So not a lot to that one. But Kang, he's feeling all right. I wish he would have had a gun. But once again, I haven't seen the show or the movie yet, I guess I should say. So I haven't seen if he had a gun similar to this one in there. Did he have that? I don't know. I guess I'll find out when I do watch the movie. But an interesting one. We'll call this one a mixed bag. Nothing that totally bowled me over. Not sure if either of these will be a top 10 figure of the year. But I could see if you wanted to, you know, your MCU universe, you need some Kang action. You need some Ultron for whatever reason. You got them right here in these two figures in this Ant-Man Build-A-Figure wave. So there it is. There's Kang and Ultron. What are your guys' thoughts? Put it in the comments down below. Let me know. know what you think of these two. Of course, you made it this far. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bell as we got videos every single day and then some. And we got even more content for you over on the old Patreon channel, including early access to all the videos, bonus content, exclusive content, giveaways, Q&As, you name it. There is a ton going on in the old Patreon channel. And best of all, it does support this very YouTube channel. You can also support the channel at ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson, pick up a t-shirt, and don't forget about social media, SirPaul64 on Twitter, Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson. So for Kang and Ultron, I am Kyle. I'll see you guys all real soon.